So your translation is a lie, according to you. Your websites are a lie, according to you. Your reference, your proofs, your books is a lie, according to you. We agree. And that's why we are here. We are here to prove that you Muslims are no better than your prophet. He lie, you lie more to cover his lies. And you think by lying more to cover his lies, the first lie is not there no more. I'm showing my proof. I'm not making a statement. This is not a statement. This is a proof. This is a proof. Do you see it? And how in the world you are collected, the drops of semen, they are collected, guys. It's like you have a pot, and now more and more and more semen is coming inside the women for 40 days. Who in the world want to believe such a garbage? And look at this translation here trying to fix it. Collecting material, brother and sisters. The prophet, he said collecting material. So you are inside your mother womb, and now the womb is collecting material. Brother, can you give me the screwdriver from there? Yes, brother, and don't forget the wrench. And give me the screws too. Don't forget the screws so we can screw them. You are collected material inside your mother womb for 40 nights? What are we collecting? Is that al-Bukhari? And then the collected material for 40 days in the womb of the mother will become a clot of a thick blood for 40 days too. Science. It's a pure science. Is that authentic hadith, or this is a collected material full of garbage? This is al-Bukhari. 40 days, Allah collecting you as a semen. Then 40 days after, you will become a blood, thick blood, a clot of a thick blood for a similar period, 40 days. And then you will become a flesh for a similar period. So the total for the baby to be is 120 days. What you will say? It's a lie. It doesn't say that, CP. And this is Sahih al-Bukhari. Let us see a different hadith. Mr. Collected material. You are a collected drop of semen, and that semen will become a piece of a congealed blood for a similar period, 40 days. Muhammad, before he starts saying this story, he watched Ali Baba and the 40 thieves. And since then, he's stuck with number 40. Every stage of the baby is 40 days. Check the science, brother. It's true. It's true. It's true. 40 days, 40 days, 40 days. You see it? 40 days. Huh? Is that a weak hadith? No. But we will make it hadith because this is an embarrassment. The creation of one of you is put together. I love it when the Muslim, he tried to mix it with the translation. Listen, listen. Actually, in Arabic, it says yujma. So he is not, I mean, he's very close in translation. He is put together in his mother womb for 40 days. I mean, look at this, man. You are put together in your mother womb for 40 days. What we put together in 40? What took us 40 days and we are putting together now? Muslims, who want to help? Any Abdul? The answer is very simple. Allah is collecting semen for 40 days. Just go to the previous one, because Muhammad repeated the same story many times. And in different hadith, he make it so clear it is a semen. This is Sahih. Let us see this one. This is Sahih. Let us see this one. The same thing. 40 days, 40 days, 40 days. Do you see it? What you will do with this garbage? So you Muslim, you try to cover one mistake, second mistake, third mistake. But as you see, this is English. And all of this is authentic. Do we have anyone want to try? But I like the hadith about Muhammad eating an apple and the apple became Fatima. You know, Muhammad, he forgot that apple was what make Adam get out of heaven. Why you are eating apple? In heaven. Why angel giving you apple? Why apple? The angel gave him an apple, then he go and he f his wife. Let me see if I can find this hadith here. Would be good. If not, we can show it in Arabic. No problem. Let us find it in Arabic so we can love more. This guy, he said that the word nutfa does not mean semen. This is the book of Faidul Qadir, volume number 6, page number 285. Hadith number 9265. Muhammad, he says, you see, he is using here the word nutfa, which the guy, he denied that nutfa is a semen. نطفة الرجل بيضاء غليظة ونطفة المرأة صفراء رقيقة فأيهما غلبت صاحبته فالشبه له. So anyone it is become more, or he have orgasm first, or he have more orgasm, the baby will look like the person. Which means if the women have orgasm first, or if the woman she have more orgasm, the baby will look like the mother. Translate to English. What is the word nutfa? Semen. The man's semen is white and thick, and the woman's semen is thin and yellow. Both are semen. And then he says, so which one of them has, the translation here says overpowered, the resemble will be with him, and they are all together, which means they mix together and they make the baby. So as you see, Muhammad, he made it clear that it is an orgasm. It is something called discharge, and the egg is not an orgasm, have nothing to do with orgasm. And the woman, she can have orgasm from now until next year, but maybe she will never have an egg. Because women who have no period no more, they have no eggs, still they have orgasm. As simple as that. Let us see different hadith. This is an authentic hadith, but maybe we cannot find it in English. Yeah, he is saying that the drop of semen stay in the womb for 40 nights. This is an agreement with the other hadith. And then he will become a blood of congealed blood. And then he become a blood clot. And then lump and flesh. And then Allah, he sent an angel. This is the same. Let us see more. Look how Muhammad, he cannot even make the same story. He cannot repeat even the same story twice correct. In the previous story, Muhammad, he said that Jibreel, he gave him an apple. In this hadith, Jibreel gave him a lot of fruits, all kind of fruits. Let us see which book we can find it. I found it already in Google Library, but Google Library, you cannot translate from Arabic to English. But I see it only in Arabic Library. Okay, let's do something else. All right, I found this one. It's called Mizanul I'tidal to the Imam al-Dhahabi, volume number 2, page number 518. Here, Muhammad repeating the same story, but he is adding more fabrication. In the previous one, Jibreel, he gave him an apple. Here, while Muhammad was going in the heaven, he was telling Aisha, he called her Humayra, which means Muslims, they say it means a blondie or redhead, but in Arabic we know this is a word you say to insult somebody, you call him a donkey. In Allah لما أسرى بي إلى السماء أمر جبرائيل فأدخلني الجنة. So when Allah, he took me up to heaven, he ordered Gabriel, so I was entered into the heaven. And then he stood me by a tree. I never saw something more nice smell than this tree, and nothing more tasty than its fruit. And then Gabriel, he came and he started wiping, which means he wiped the fruits, and he gave me. And then Allah, he made from that fruits in my backbone a semen. When I went to the earth, I did F Khadija, and then each time I miss the smell of that tree in heaven, I smell Nahru Fatima, the guy he sniffed the chest of his daughter. Translate. So he said to Aisha, O Humayra, he called her Humayra, as we said, Humayra. The Muslims, they say it's mean redhead, which is very weird. I mean, why Aisha, she's a redhead? I mean, she is a European, she is what? Then, when God took me to heaven, Gabriel Allah, he ordered Gabriel actually, to enter paradise, which means to make Muhammad enter paradise, and put me next to a tree. I did not see best smell than this tree, nor best fruit. And then Gabriel, he rubbed and he fed me. So God created from it, which means this fruit, in my lions, a sperm, a semen. And when I came to the world, I jumped on Khadija, and I did boom boom to her, and she got a child. And each time I miss the scent of that tree, I smell the chest of my daughter. You see the area where the ribs and the neck, this is where Muhammad he smell. So he can smell the tree. This is Muhammad. A fraud, a liar, a story collector. And by the way, I believe Muhammad never have a child. Fatima never been his a child. For a very simple reason. Her age. Secondly, the Muslims don't agree about her age, by the way. But secondly, if Muhammad he can have a child, then all the women he have as wives. How come Khadija, which is the oldest between all of them, and she is really old when he married her, she will give a baby birth, but yet the youngest one, or the younger one, they could not. They could not. When Muhammad he died, Aisha, she was 18. Why Aisha she never have a child? Not to mention the rest of the women. He cannot. Any Abdul? But you see today, it's a great example how the Muslims, they are desperate, try to defend, but they are overwhelmed by their own website. They wish that those websites never exist. And actually, I'm very thankful for the Muslims who made those websites. You know, before, when I used to go and speak against this cult, I don't have Google translation like now. Everything is in Arabic. And I have to translate myself. And then what the Muslim, they will say, he's lying. It doesn't say that. He's giving you false translation. Now we have their own website. We have their own translation. And yet we show it to them. We post the link. Everyone knows that this is a website owned by Muslims. And everyone knows that they can go and check those hadith. We have the number. We have the reference. We never say anything without showing the reference. We mentioned the Quran as an example. The Quran says that man is created from a nutfa. The Muslim, they say drop of a mixed semen. Muslim, they say there's no semen. Why Muslim lie to us then? Do we have any Muslim here have anything to say? Any proud Muhammadan? And Muslims, regarding your action today with Salman Rushdie, trust me, you are encouraging us to do more work. And you are asking people to be, each one of them, Salman Rushdie or Christian Prince. If you think you can stop us from exposing Prophet, you are badly mistaken. As you see, we don't back down. And now actually more people will read his books. The guy is already old, 70 something, 75. And obviously your God is a potato. He cannot even take his life. So he needed to take your life. And not what that will do. Now every single person in the world will understand that yes, Islam is a disgusting, filthy, terrorist cult. No question. Few days ago, 2 days, actually yesterday, we spoke about hate crimes. The fact Islam itself is a hate crime, as you see. Why you want to kill this guy? Because you worship hateful God and your heart is full of hate. And because of your hate, you cannot take it that somebody is getting your false prophet busted. So I say to you, the shoe of this man is better than your God. Right? What you can do about it? Even if he dies, so his book will be very famous forever. The Queen of England, she gave him a title, Sir. Now he will become way more famous in England. People will invite him more. What you did? If you kill me, what you will do? You will get my book written. No, my book already translated to all languages in the world. You will give me the best advertising ever for my work before I go. We will die anyway. If you think we fear death, you see, people who fear death, they will not open their mouth speaking about such a filthy terrorist like Muhammad. They will not do that if they are cowards. So obviously this guy, he is not a coward. And if you think you can stop people from laughing at your prophet, you are badly mistaken. He's a fraud, he's a scumbag, he's a child molester, he's an idiot, he's a liar, he is Satan. What you can do about it? Show me. Do you see how much we are scared? Do you see how we back down? You scared us, buddy. Do we have any question? Anyone have a question? I have one wish for this man. I don't know if he became a Christian or not. I think he's still atheist, right? I have a wish that this guy, before he go, not now, I pray that he will not die, but I hope that he will save himself and he will accept the Lord as his savior. I hope so. He left Islam, that's good, but still he is not saved. I pray that he will accept the Messiah and he will be saved. No, my friend, nobody have power to kill me. So what if you? I mean, if this is, we will die anyway. But the question, you see, people who fear death, they have no life, because then you will never be able to do anything. Do you know how many people die every day in the highway? The highway is the biggest killer machine in the world. How many car accidents cause death in USA every day? If you check the numbers, you will see that this is the biggest number of deaths. It's not even cancer. But people go to the highway, right? Your fear is your enemy. Your fear will stop you from enjoying life, from being free. You will become a slave of fear. Never let fear slave you. And for us as a Christians, Jesus, he said, whoever believe in me and die will live. So why we will fear death? We are believers. Death for us is just a new start, actually. It's just a life. It's not really death. It is a life. A believer who die, he will live. And even if you are an atheist, Never let people force you to believe in something you don't believe in it. Doesn't matter what it is, even if it is the Christians. Because if they force you, that is hypocrisy. You don't believe, but because they force you. So you're not a believer anyway. So what's the point? Can you post the hadith for the apple? I did. Maybe people, they can post it again for you. Go back in the chat and you can see it. Helen, she is saying, I am a former Muslimah. I have learned that Muhammad, he have a son who died on his childhood. Who is that son coming from? Well, if you go and read some reference, you will see that Aisha, she keeps saying to him, he don't even look like you. How this guy can be your son? Muhammad, he have no children. And let us say Muhammad, he had a son and he died. Muslims believe in destiny. Why Allah killed the son of Muhammad? Is that because he had mercy on him? You see, all Islamic story does not make sense. Who is the one who caused death? The Quran says Allah. Who is the most beloved person to Allah? Muhammad. Why Allah, he caused death to the most beloved person to Allah? You see, when the story of Abraham is stolen from the Old Testament about Abraham being asked to sacrifice his son. How come, and I'm not going to quote the Bible now, how come the God of Muhammad in the Quran, he sent exchange of the sacrifice of Isaac to Abraham, but he will not save the child of Muhammad. Muhammad never had kids, and even the Quran says clearly that Muhammad never was the father of any of your men, any of your males. Never. Chapter 33, verse number 40. Muhammad never was the father of any of the men or male amongst you. He's not. There's other chapter in the Quran made it even more clear. Al-Kawthar. A man, he accused Muhammad that he is cut off. The Muslim, they try to fix this issue. They say cut off from every good thing in this world. In fact, the man is saying that he is after, he have no penis. He cannot have kids. It's about having babies. So as you see, this person, even his enemies, they were putting him down, which is not right. I mean, if a person, he cannot have kids, that doesn't make him bad, correct? But this is the trashy bully society of the Middle East. Muhammad was a bully, and his cousins and his family, they are bully too. So they bully each other. So, but what is in the book is confirming that Muhammad is cut off. And here you will see that the God of Muhammad cannot fix this issue. So what he promised him? He promised him a river. It's called Al-Kawthar. What that will do to Muhammad? The guy is talking about he cannot have a children, you promise him a river. What that is for? Is that going to fix the problem? Any other question? And our friend here, Helen, why you left Islam, Helen? Her name is Helen? Helen, yeah. Why you left Islam, Helen? Do you like to tell us? When you will finish the Quran translation? In order to finish the Quran translation, I have to stop coming here for some time. Like 3-4 months, maybe 2 months, 3 months, maybe. So do you want me to stop coming here for 3 months? Are you guys willing to give me vacation? Let us vote. Who wanna give me a vacation for 3 months where I will not come here at all? Ibrahim is from Mary the Copt, and Mary the Copt is a slave, and she slept with many people. Even even they accused in the time of Muhammad that Mary baby is from her cousin. Then Muhammad, he sent, I think it was Umar, to check the cousin, and he found that the cousin have no penis, because the slaves, they chop their penis. You guys, you don't want to give me a vacation to finish the Quran translation? Man, oh man. Okay, because we are Arab and we believe in vote, I decide to take vacation. As long as you don't agree. Was Muhammad circumcised? No, never. And you can challenge any Muslim to show you the reference. Never. And this is one of the irony of the stupidity of this religion. They go and they say to you, Paul is the one against circumcision, and then you find that their prophet himself never gets circumcision. You left Islam because of polygamy and 72 virgins in heaven. Well, you know, for me, I look at the polygamy issue, not enough to prove that Muhammad is a pervert, but it's an additional proof of him trying to, to take advantage. As an example, you see, if Muhammad, he come with the law, it says you can have 4 wives. And then you can give the excuses for the 4 wives thing. But then you will find that Muhammad, he don't go by the law which he brought. Muhammad, he can have a big number of females and no limit for him. And then you ask yourself, if this guy is coming with religion from God, why this religion does not go for him? You know what I mean? So imagine you made me a sheriff for a town, and then I put traffic lights, and the red you stop, the green you go, the yellow you wait. Then we make you cannot park here, you cannot, this is here for disabled. But then me, I can park everywhere, I can cross their line for no cause, for no reason, except I am the sheriff. You know what I mean? So all cult leaders, they share one thing. They want your money and they want your women. If you remember, one of the privilege of Muhammad, anyone remember this privilege? Number 16. Who remember what number 16 is? Number 16, number 10. The privilege of Muhammad, if his eyes fail into a woman, her husband must divorce her so the prophet can have her. Isn't it this is enough to prove that Muhammad is satanic and he is evil? What kind of a decent man, he make that a privilege from his God? This is the book of Al-Qurtubi, and as usual we don't say things without proofs. Al-Qurtubi is a Muslim Sunni. This is not Shia. Volume number 14. And this is the page number. And here it says that Muhammad, he have many privilege, and they are counting the privilege. What is the privilege number 10? إذا وقع بصره على امرأة وجب على زوجها طلاقها وحل له نكاحها. Translation number 10. Here they are counting for you the privilege. All of them, they are about sex, about money, sex and money. So number 10, if his sight falls on a woman, her husband must divorce her so the prophet can if her, not marry her. How that make Muhammad a prophet to you, anyone? What do you think? Imagine a person, he is teaching you decency, supposedly. A person, he is ordering the women to cover themselves, supposedly. Then if his eyes fall into your wife, you must divorce her immediately so he can if your wife. All cult leaders share one thing, or false priest, or false Christian priest, doesn't matter. There's many of those. The Lord, he told us about people who wear clothes of a sheep, but they are wolves. What does this have to do with God? How that serve God? How that can be about God? So now you are a prophet, you go to visit somebody, you see his wife. The wife, she is so excited, the prophet is coming to visit them. This is a big honor. The husband is so happy to have you. And now you are staring at the wife ass. Excuse my language. And now the wife is yours, prophet. And this is the link. You can check it out. I made it short. I made the link short. Let me know if it's working fine. And again, this is Al-Qurtubi. This is not a Shia book. This is a Sunni book. Yeah, and Aisha, as Amelia, she said, Aisha, she noticed that Muhammad is a pervert. She said, oh, I see that your Lord, he hastened for your sexual, your lust. She saw it. She knew that he is a fraud. Any sexual desire, Allah is ready to fulfill for Muhammad. I felt jealous of women who offered themselves to Allah Messenger. Allah, he told him, any woman, she can offer herself to you, Prophet, so you can if her. So Aisha, she felt jealous, and she said, I see that your Lord, it seemed to me that your Lord hastened to satisfy your desire. Do you see it? And this is Sahih. Aka Bokatin, he's saying, what about fake Bible, which is a change by so-called fathers? As long you know that was a fake Bible changed by the fathers, that's mean you have the original Bible, which is not a change. Because in order to compare between the one, in order to find that it's a change, then you need to get the original. Can you show me the original which you think the fathers, they change it? Are you saying to us that the Bible which sent by Allah, anyone can change it? Right? Hello, CP. If you go to vacation, how and who is going to defend us? We Christians, so my friend, you do not need my defense. What's wrong with you? Are you weak? If you are a Christian, you are no weak. Why you are weak? Who am I to defend you? Don't say those things. So after all the thousand and thousand of videos and thousand of hours spent here to teach you, still you need me to defend you? So what's wrong with you? Are you going to the gym and your training is useless? So Aka, can you show me the original Bible which sent by Allah? I cannot debate 1v on this hadith because a man can manipulate if you only take about something like this, Father. Anyone understand what this guy is saying? I'm getting dizzy. Thank God we have another prophet. Muhammad is making Quran again. Muhammad is making Quran. Allah knows best what he meant. Aka, as long my book is changed by the fathers, why your prophet, he take an oath in it?